Welcome, Anime Lately fans. How you guys doing? LegendDVash as always, James and Ray down here. We're here for another Black Clover coverage of chapter 252 of Black Clover manga. Guys, how do you guys feel about it? First impressions.
I'm glad I was wrong about them cutting to the other fight. I'm so glad that I was wrong.
Same here.
Because I actually, now that I think about it, I was like, no, I want them to wrap this one up. Like, wrap this up. So then we can go into other stuff. We don't have to worry about coming back here. But this was good.
I like this.
I told you, it's like my favorite stuff came from this. Information, action. That's what we got.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I really like Noelle. I love her character.
Same.
I love that I get to see more of her, and like you said, more information. We got more into the lore of what magic can do and all of that stuff. Love this chapter.
I agree. This chapter is amazing. The way it starts off, we see the sea dragon roar going to Bianca, and the way the blood magic that we find out that she has blood magic. Like once I first saw that, it reminded me of when I saw about Katara, like know about blood bending. You know, blood bending of that. Like it can remind me of that. Okay, blood magic. I haven't really seen that, or it didn't really ring a bell to something else, or plus did it for you guys. Have you seen blood magic anywhere else, or is this something that you haven't seen in a while?
I think I've only seen it on like the last Airbender.
So, like bending wise, I've seen it in other. I mean, I guess does Helsing count?
Helsing, yeah, it does count.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah, like what else? There's some other things. It's not. It's like it's not a real prominent thing. Like that I will admit, it's not a real prominent thing.
It's just rare to see it. That's why it's just rare to actually see blood magic in a way.
It's weird. It's like I guess there's some anime and manga that don't give it a lot of attention, but I feel like in Western comics it gets way more attention. Than in anime and manga. But yeah, no. So like I thought it was cool that this is the first time we've seen. That is the one thing I love about Black Clover is like there aren't a whole lot of copies. Of abilities or magics that seem real similar, because even in My Hero you have quirks that are very similar to each other. And this one, all the magics are different enough that like I really love to see everybody's different like attacks and defense magics and healing magics, because they all do something different.
It's very broad because, for example, what happened with Alger Mimosa, she got hit by the weird tongue dude, but then she also did an attack mode before that. So she was very prominent of knowing how to attack while she was also getting attacked herself. So that's very smart about that.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see that she's doing so much more like attack magic. Like she's being stealthier. She planted the controlling seed on the guy's tongue and everything. Like I'm happy to see her doing more than just being the person that heals people, because I was very afraid that that's what her character would just be. I'm very glad it's different.
Right, because I mean then those characters are always like, oh no, I'm in trouble, and I'm like, no, they can defend themselves, and I love that.
Yeah, because it sucks to see that whole type of cliche damsel in distress, but to actually see it that is not happening always, to actually see that was their trait and now is not. That was actually nice to see about the character development happens.
Like this other part that I wanted to talk about was Lolo going into like this like mind palace where she's looking through the knowledge and the experiences of the past priestesses and looking at what the devastation that these devils can bring. That was really, really good.
It was nice. I love that. I love that that's like an ability of this like universe, because all of the previous knowledge and experiences, all of them, that's a lot. But like that's really powerful, and I love it.
It also shows that the Heart Kingdom in knowledge is more advanced from the Clover Kingdom, from what we know.
I would say in record keeping, yes. Yeah, because they have one central storage, literally, of all of their knowledge.
And from what it seems, because from what we know, Julius and the other people in the Clover Kingdom didn't know much about the devils, or they chose not to tell a lot of people. From what we know, they were trying to keep that a secret. But the Heart Kingdom knows that as a vast knowledge, and the art in detail in page 9 to see what happened with the demons, what would happen, the whole tree.
It looks all bad. There was nothing about that was not bad. All of that was terrible.
the whole symbolism and the visuals aspect in what happens with the demons, heads cut off, the heads being, you know, the people on top of the tree, the whole
hung, crucified, murdered, eaten. It's crazy. And to think that 90% of humanity could be wiped out if we don't stop.
90%.
That's a big number. I thought she would say 60.
That's a majority.
Yeah, like that's, and she's on this continent. So is she talking about the Heart Kingdom, or is she talking about literally Black Clover? I mean, sorry, Clover, Heart, Spade, and like all this, or she talking about
all that? That's the world, as far as we know.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just tremendous to know, and also to know how Bianca said that literally the words. We have the tree, the war tree, the dark magic. Both sounds like fun, but have to take them alive must be a major pain. She said, but for you, I don't have to really, you know, keep you. I could just kill you. So it's really coming around to know that all these pieces are connected. But I'm really curious to know what is it going to be connected to, since we know a bit of information about why they grabbed Yami and also William. But this is just getting more curious and more world building.
Yeah. You said it, dude. The world building. Because what happens now? Because I assume that to some degree they will be able to open up this portal to the demon world.
I mean, if they don't, like, I'm sorry, that's boring.
So waiting to see that happen, how do you make Yami use his dark magic, or how do you get his dark magic from him to use it? That's really interesting. Something else we learned in this chapter is that anyone possessed by a devil uses their own magic and the magic of the devil itself. I did not know that. I didn't see that.
I think that's new. Like, that's new information, I think.
But it kind of implied that.
Is the gravity magic Dante's?
Exactly.
But then what's the other magic? That's insane.
But it kind of implied that from 2 weeks ago, from the fight of the dwarf of Charmy, when the girls say, "Oh, you're using 2 attributes as well," so that's what I kind of make sense.
I don't think that's the same thing though, because I feel like regular people can have 2 attributes to their magic, just like Charmy does. She has a whole nother set of magic.
Yeah. Like
that she hasn't used.
She has potentially magic.
Potentially,
she has herself.
I don't think that the foot soldiers have 2 separate magics, but like the people who are actually possessed by devils, have 2 separate magics.
But things from what she implied, the girl about the whole beauty she implied. So I kind of saw it as that okay, the devils have 2 type of magics from what we know. We just don't know who has it. But here Bianca and Pelolo Chica announced it, saying that okay, it's confirmed that, meaning Zeno, from what James said. We also got Dante. What is their actual magics is what I'm curious to see now, because I want to know more about gravity. So whose gravity magic is that? That's the question.
Well, that's what James said. It's like, well, who's the gravity magic brought to? Is that Dante's or is that the devil's? And then if that's the case, I mean, now that we know that, Yami is in trouble.
Because then next time we see that fight, that means we're about to see Dante with another magic type of attribute. Like, where is he gonna come out from? Because from the fight of Zeno, we saw bone magic. So whose bone magic is that? The demons or himself?
Right.
Yep.
I'm very, very excited, dude.
Now it's question to see. Dante was using gravity magic, but was his book out? That's the question, because we also have to see if the Grimoire is open in use, is that coming from them? But if it's not open in use, that means it's coming from the actual demon's magic.
That's interesting, because I don't know, because so Asta still has to use his grimoire to access his devil's power. I would assume they would still have to use the grimoire.
From what we know.
Well, see, but what does that mean then? Whose grimoire is that? Is that the devil's grimoire or is that Asta's grimoire?
Because if we remember about the word demon from the last arc, the word demon said that he has his own magic. He doesn't need a grimoire.
Exactly.
But if he wants to fully access his magic, he needs a grimoire to have more spells.
Yeah.
So that's something that is interesting.
So many questions. There's so much to this magic lore, which is why I keep saying that Black Clover is the best magic manga or anime I've personally ever seen. The things that they're able to do with magic and the scale is incredible. It's awesome.
I could agree with you on that, absolutely, because they absolutely gave me one of my favorite panels in manga in a while with the mana zone and method from the water spirit.
Great.
That's gorgeous.
What's mana method?
So I'm assuming the mana method is like the perfected version of the runes.
Okay.
Yeah,
because what I think.
Because this is almost the size of her whole place. Because remember of when Asta got brought in to fight, we saw a whole cave and everything, and that was really huge as a mountain, right? So this is huge as that, but also overlapping it. So probably that's what Mana Method is, that controls both Mana Zone and the runes, but in the whole 100%, form perfectly. Like, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, or another theory that I had is Mana Method somehow a way of using your own magic to enhance someone else's magic, which is what she does.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. Because
that's really interesting.
Because from what we know, Spirit Dive, it puts you in a Spirit Dive with you combine yourself with your spirit. But maybe Mana Method is more you yourself, but also you combine it with somebody else, to what James is saying. So that could be actually a good theory of that.
Yeah, and I love seeing Noelle in her Valkyrie armor mermaid form. I think she looks amazing. The art looks really good. And Vanica doesn't even look phased. She's having the time of her life right now.
Her last panel, she literally crying with blood out. And her eye. What's more interesting is that all the things we've seen of her blood, it kind of reminds me of her curse mark. But if you notice...
A little bit.
But if you notice that all the veins are going up her face. But the last panel...
No, the veins are coming out of her eye patch. What did I tell you? It was going to be some Kenpachi bullshit. I told you.
He said it last week.
She's going to take off that eye patch and she's going to be like, here's my real power. Oh, watch. I'm not mad about it, but like, I knew it.
But literally, the last panel is literally her eye patch and her eyes coming out. I'm like, that's some creepy shit now.
It's like, what if like this is the demon like taking over physically? Like,
yeah, because we haven't seen that before. We just seen we just seen some type of silhouettes of her actual face and like of the whole demon Magicula, of the whole Dantes and Plazino demons. But now they're gonna do like a whole fusion form of what
that's what I'm saying. Like, is it going to be a fusion of the two of them? Because think about it, Water Spirit is enhancing Noelle.
I'm curious, James. You got any thoughts about that?
I mean, I agree completely. It's a really good point to make. Who knows what's really going to happen? Because sure, we're getting to a point where we'll see them use their own magic and the devil's magic. But once everyone pushes beyond their limits, what if the next step is a perfect fusion between the two that makes them even more powerful? What if that's what 100% looks like? What if 100% is the fusion between the two?
Because that's what probably Asta has been doing the whole time, kind of fusioning with his demon. He just hasn't fully know how to do it. But maybe we're about to see right now Bianca about to do the 100%. Because they have only used 50%, 40%.
I mean, they do grow horns, wings. Maybe when they go to 100%, we get more of that devil form. I don't know, man.
That design must be so nasty. That design. Right? Wow. That design was looking so ugly and nasty right there. It looked... Oh. Ray, any thoughts about that?
Man, I just want to see where this goes. I'm telling you, Black Clover continues to just be one of my favorites. Like, straight up. Like, it's just a good time every time. Like, I haven't had one of those eye-rolling bullshit chapters that we get sometimes from, these series. Like, I haven't really got that with this one. And I'm very happy for that.
I agree. This chapter was so good. Was very fascinating. Any last thoughts about this guy? Any last theories of where you think it's going to go next week? Hope, from what it seems, it's not going to jump cut.
I want to see the demon. That's what I want to see.
I want to see Magicula because Noelle finally got her first fight against the person who killed her mom. Now, I want to see how Noelle feels about that because Noelle is really scared in this fight, but also feels in the revenge mode for her mom. So I really want to see how that continues. And I maybe get conversation with Magicula and Noelle. I want to see how that maybe might happen. Hopefully it does.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the rest of this fight. Like I mentioned before, I love Noelle. I love to see her push past her limits. I love to watch her fight. And I can't wait to see where this goes. Now, using Mana Method and with Noelle using her new Valkyrie form, I think we're going to see Vanica take her demon power to a new level. Because I don't even know what the highest level we've seen so far, even from Dante.
I think 50 or 55.
Something like that.
I think it was like 50%.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see like 80% because how does she get out of it?
I want to see a full 100% demon fight. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. I want to see 100.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how this fight continues, how it ends. Give me more.
Alright guys, so let us know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts, let us know your feedback. Join the Discord server of Anime Lately, RayApollo, Kevin Fusolars, everything's down below in the description down below. Like our videos, greatly appreciate it. And if you want more anime content, you know what? Press the subscribe button. Other than that, press that notification to every time we upload the videos, because we're uploading a lot. So other than that, guys, see you next time. Take care.
Peace.